guys, it's me Ginger. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. So today's video I will be sharing with you, this will be about tomatoes. So I'll be pretty much showing you an update on a few of my tomatoes in my Aerogarden. I think I'm gonna put them in soil. Let's just go ahead and get into the video, and I guess we'll just play by ear and I'll show you what we got going on. So today is 3/15, I believe. March 15. Let me show you these micro tomatoes that I have growing. So this one is my fat frog, and this is pretty much like the biggest one. I don't know why this tomato is labeled as a micro dwarf based off of the previous videos that I've seen and some of the images that I've seen, because I don't know, a lot of people's plants are huge. They're more like a dwarf size instead of a micro dwarf. I don't really think these are a micro dwarf, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm probably gonna take measurements of this one and mark it with the date so I can see if it gets any taller than this. But this one was originally planted on 2/13, and it's the biggest one that I have in here. These are two other varieties. So this will be a green tomato when ripe. So this one, the one that I'm excited about, is the Vilma. Everybody's been hyping this little tomato up, and I can't wait to try this tomato. So here is right here. Probably definitely end up repotting this one today, or some of the other ones that I have. Maybe I'll let these sit a little bit longer. But here's my, jeez, they're intertwining. Hold on. Okay. My Vilma. Come on, girl. She is a micro dwarf. So yeah, compared to this one's pretty big. And then, so that's the Vilma. And then this next one over here is the Gigi's Glory. This is a yellow or orange micro dwarf tomato. And I definitely need to get this one out of here. So I don't know, maybe I'll let this one sit a while. Because I think this one is also definitely like a true micro dwarf. These two for sure, the Vilma and the Gigi's Glory. But this fat frog, ooh, I think I see some flowers starting to form right there in the middle. So we got the fat frog, Vilma, and the Gigi's Glory. So that's how they're looking today. And these are all planted on 2/13, and today is 3/15. Exactly a month and maybe 3 days later, something like that, give or take. Let me show you the other tomatoes that I have in my other two systems. And I'll decide if I'm going to leave those in those systems or if I'm going to take them out and repot those in soil. Hey guys, so I told you I was going to show you my tomatoes. Here are those other tomatoes that I want to show y'all that I have growing. So, and this one is, y'all, I think it was being shaded out. Of course, I think it was being shaded out by the plants that I had in here earlier that I removed. I just kind of had to resituate everything. I moved this rosy finch. It was planted on 2/20. Look at this. So I definitely need to organize my plants. Then this next one we have the Florida Petite. And this is what this one looks like. And I feel like I'm going to just leave these in here until they get a little bit larger. But of course these two, I'm getting these out of here because it's taking up too much space. So this next one we have over in the corner, oh, I'm gonna break it. Hold on. So, oh, my phone is ringing. Hold on, y'all. All right, guys, so I finally made it outside. I have my plants. This is the Geranium Kiss. And, oh, this is not the one. So one of the dwarf tomatoes was getting burned by the lamp on the Aerogarden, and this one is the Work Away. Look at that. That lamp was tearing that plant up. So I have them all here. I'm getting ready to repot these up. I didn't realize these were that big. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pot up some of these because they're looking pretty bad. in this container. They're starting to turn yellow. I'm definitely gonna pot this one up. It looks horrible. It's patio tomato. And I definitely don't want to lose that one. So I'll talk to y'all in a minute. I think these are half a quart size. I got them from Walmart, if anybody was wondering. And when I went, that was the last pack that they had. So I'm gonna probably go up this evening and see if they have any more of these. They're a little thin, but I still like them because they fit off in these little seedling trays. So yeah, so I'm gonna get ready to pot up as many as I can until I run out of these. All right, guys, so I am still out front. Looking forward to getting everything potted up and showing you guys what everything looks like. What I'm doing is I'm popping these out of the little grow baskets. And if I can salvage them, I can. If not, then it's no big deal. But I don't want to damage the roots. So what I normally do in that case is I'll cut them. So I need to order some more of these anyway with sponges. But I try to keep them if I can. So this one is the fat frog. Uh-oh. And sometimes you have to cut the top. Ooh. So you won't damage your plant. So just cut that part off. Oh, I need to save my label. I need to go get some more labels too. So just take that off like that. Then you have a nice healthy plant. And this one is the fat frog, so I'll just take this label off and put it on the container after I'm done repotting it. The fat frog. I'm so excited to see the tomatoes from these micro dwarfs and dwarf tomato seeds that I got. I don't know where this obsession came from. It just came out of the blue. Some more soil. And then I'll hit all these up with some 511 once I'm done. And I try to bury this fat frog a little bit deeper because my understanding that this thing will get a little bit taller than your normal micro dwarf. So I tried to plant this one a little bit deeper. All right, and then the fourth one, this one is the geranium kiss. And this one's not a micro dwarf, this one's a dwarf. So I think I may end up having to repot this one into a larger container later. But we'll see how this does in the meantime. Like, I'm just really doing this one to transplanting these into these containers. Just, I'm thinking about transport purposes when it's time to get all this stuff from here to the other spot. So, trying to make things easier on me. All right, so this one came out pretty good. Maybe not. There it is. And then you may have to just cut this at the bottom. Ooh, yeah, this one may wilt because these roots have become detached from the plant, but that's all right. I think it'll pop back. It'll have some, this one definitely will go into shock, but it's no big deal. I have plenty of plants. Plenty of plants. This is some nice soil. It's Miracle Grow raised bed soil, even though I heard it was all the same. They just put wood chips in some or some other special additive in it, but they're pretty much all the same. Especially once after you sift these bags. Sift them. And then what you're left over with is pretty much the same. Same soil, no difference. But To me, some soils do have different, well, they do have different textures. I don't know. And I like some soils better than the other. Oh, y'all, I meant to go to Aldi's today. And I think I am, because I ain't got no kids with me today. So I'm going to go to Aldi and look for their soil. If they have some, I'm buying like four bags. Because I really do like that soil because it has a lot of mulch in it. I just like the texture of it. This one has big chunks of something. So that's why it's probably good to sift this stuff if you need to. Like if you want to use this for seed starter mix, you can just sift it. I've torn up the sticker for this one, so I just have to write the name on it. Oh, here it is, the geranium kiss. And these seeds I got from Aerogarden. So we got that, and I know I'm definitely going to have some transplant shock on this one, but it is fine, absolutely fine. Better bush, I know I need to be putting this in a larger container, but this one will do for now. I feel like I'll definitely have to repot this one as well. Yeah, these were doing pretty bad. And the next ones I have are those Roma patio tomatoes. I think I have 3 of those plants and I only have 2 more containers left. So, I don't know. So here is my 511 here. And I'm gonna go ahead and drench these. Actually, I'm gonna push them out and drench them off to the side because of the smell. Alright guys, so that's it pretty much for the uppotting of all of my tomatoes that I had out in this little box and from my Aerogarden. So we have those out here, and I'll bring these in a little bit later. I just want them to get adjusted to, well, a few of them adjusted to the outside, and then I'll bring them in. Whew, I sure don't feel like doing that because they dripping wet, but I'll get them in. I'll lay a bag down and put those plants on down. So I went ahead, fertilized and water everything out here really good. So everything got a drink of 511, and y'all look at that. This one looks sad, but it's fine. Look at this coleus. That is really pretty. I got that from HEB because the one that I grew, y'all, it was so pretty, but I killed it. Soon after I transplanted it, it went to shock and kaboom, y'all, it died. So yeah, so that one didn't last, but we have these, and I have a few more growing from seed, so we'll see how those turn out. And then a few stragglers for tomatoes, more tomatoes in here, and I'll keep these in here until they get a little bit bigger. So I have plenty of tomatoes to give away to my family, and maybe I'll get some to the church so the kids can grow them. Or whatever. Drop some of these cut and come again zinnia in this flower pot. So this was a cut and come again, and this one was something else. Oh, the giant, what is it? Giants of California mixed colors. So that's what this one is. And I'm going to, I think I'm gonna tape it on the side of this, and then I have the cut and come again. I scattered those in here. add in here. And in this one, I think in both of them, I have a few with a purple and pink petunias. So I just decided to record it so that I will remember what I had going on. So it may be overcrowded with flowers, but it's fine because once they start growing, I'll just take them out and just relocate the flowers. So yeah, I'm gonna hit them with some water and that'll be it. These popped up already. These look really good. To tell y'all, these are some tomatoes that I had planted towards the end of the season last summer, and I bought them out of season, and so they kind of grew throughout the fall, and I would bring it in and I would still get tomatoes off of it every so often. And so the few tomatoes that died off that were on the ground, I made sure I stuck some in the bottom of this so that I would get some volunteers the next season, which is now. So these little volunteers you're seeing here are sweetheart of the patio. So I'm so happy about those, and hopefully we'll have a big tomato harvest this year. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. All right guys, so it's the next day, and I wanted to, well, yeah, the next day, and I wanted to show you my tomatoes. They did pretty good. So we didn't have too much transplant shock like I thought I would. Some of them are crunchy, these leaves. There, this one. It's a little wilty, but it still looks good. So yeah, this one looks the best. So this is that tomato, bush steak tomato. And the little Napoli, they look real good. I can't wait to get these repotted. And I'm saving seeds for all of these because these are all like patio type, compact patio sized type tomatoes, and that's what I'm pretty much into. So I got water gathered in this container. I need to take that off and drain it. So I guess I'll talk to you guys later with another update. Bye.